Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Dark Horse Comics here. It is Wednesday, which means we are here for a very quick little new comic book day rundown and free comic book day preview. I'm Kara. I work at Dark Horse, and with me today is Gary, my usual partner in crime. Hey, Gary.
Hello, everyone. Always happy to be
Gary.
here.
Yeah, Gary's always behind the scenes pretty much, but we like to get Gary in front of you all sometimes too. Uh, so yeah, we're just going to keep this one real quick because actually this week Dark Horse does not have new single issues in comic shops. Rather, we're getting ready for Free Comic Book Day, which is happening this weekend. It's back in May, which is its usual date, although during COVID, they kind of moved it around a little bit a few times. But it is happening again this year on Saturday, which is May 7th. This is a worldwide thing. If you are outside the US and Canada, just check. Your local comic shops may also be participating. And actually, I recommend that everybody check and see if your local shops are participating because it's kind of up to each shop what they do and how involved they are. The website for it, easy to remember, is freecomicbookday.com. That will give you previews of all the issues that are going to be free that day and also all the stores that are participating and things like that. So yeah, Free Comic Book Day is coming up back in May. And today, however, we wanted to give a special shout out because it's Star Wars Day, May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. Dark Horse, in case you did not hear, we are coming back to Star Wars comics later this year. So that's a pretty big deal. Very excited, very happy to be back. We'll be doing the more like young adult, all ages Star Wars comics, but still, it's a return to the Lucasfilm universe. And we announced something new today. We have still been doing Star Wars art books of different kinds. We already had announced the Star Wars Visions art book standard edition, but today we were able to reveal the deluxe edition of the Art of Star Wars Visions. So this is another partnership between Dark Horse Books and Lucasfilm. It's an oversized deluxe hardcover that comes with all kinds of extras, as usual with the deluxe edition, an exclusive slipcase, a triptych of very fancy lithographs, stills from each episode. The book is nearly 200 pages, and again, of course, it's a hardcover. So basically, you get the standard art book with all these extra bells and whistles. So the Art of Star Wars Visions Deluxe Edition will be available starting in September, and you can pre-order it now. Gary, did you watch Star Wars Visions? Is that
I have
one that you?
not seen Visions yet. It looks really good. It's one of those things that I want to catch up on. I'm behind on Book of Boba Fett and that kind of thing, but I'm looking forward to that because I've been going back through and watching Clone Wars with my daughter. And so it's been fun to get all of the fill-in story after we watched Mandalorian. So I'm looking forward to seeing Visions and seeing what stories they put in that framework.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually haven't watched it yet either. But having seen just a little bit of this book ahead of time, I'm now very intrigued. I also haven't watched Boba Fett, but I did really like The Mandalorian. So
Yeah. So many things in that universe, and it's been fun. I was watching some of the May the 4th Twitch streams today, watching people stream the more recent games, and it's fun to just hear the soundtrack and just feel that universe and that world. And so I'm looking forward to Book of Boba Fett for some of that as well.
mm-hmm. Well, as I said, happy May the 4th. We're happy to be back and celebrating it a bit more fully again this year. So, Art of Star Wars Visions Deluxe Edition and Standard, both available for pre order now, and some other Star Wars things coming up. Stay tuned for more news on that front when we can share it. Other recent news and announcements does include some new Avatar figures. Gary, would you like to tell people a little bit about those?
Yeah, these are looking amazing. Let me pull up the graphics here. Dark Horse Deluxe, in partnership with Nickelodeon and Paramount Consumer Products, is proud to announce a new high-end line of figures based on the hit animated series, our favorite, everyone knows, Avatar: The Last Airbender. These deluxe hand-painted plastic figures feature fan-favorite characters. So here we've got Katara, and then we've also got a figure for Zuko. And so each of these is our classic figure set that gives us, and these are nice because they're a little bit different from some of the resin casted ones we've got that because they're hand painted. So I wish we had the rotate on these. It looks so good in person.
Yeah, we don't have a 360 yet. but perhaps.
Yeah, but here we can see Katara, and she's got they've sculpted the water around her, so you can't see how it's floating there around her. It's fantastically well done, and then similar with Zuko in terms of how he's launching the fireball. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
these
that'll.
aren't the like super deluxe ones. These are a bit smaller.
Mhm.
So they're, hopefully going to be a bit more affordable than some of the other big giant deluxe ones that I know are out there as well.
Yeah, Katara stands about 6 inches tall, and while Zuko stands about 6.5 because that fireball reaches above his hand. Um, so these will retail. But yeah, each of the bases figures the symbol of each of their bending styles. So each one has a respective bending styles you can see in the figure there. And then
Yeah,
looks like these will be available October 26th of this year. You should be able to pre-order from a local comic shop as well as other online retailers like IGN, Sideshow, and Entertainment Earth.
yes, we're trying to help you find our figures at more locations. I know it can be a bit vague when we just say at comic shops, but
Right.
comic shops everywhere. And then there are some additional retailers. These are all listed on our website, of course, darkhorse.com. It's in our most recent news items. So you'll find Star Wars Visions and you'll find these Avatar figures. And also the Stranger Things summer special, which we just announced this week as well. We've done winter specials, but this is our first summer special with Stranger Things. So this is another one shot. This one is written by Keith Champagne. He's worked on other Stranger Things comics like Science Camp, illustrated in this case by Caio Felipe, colors by Dan Jackson. He's a frequent colorist for Killjoys, for example, and various Hellboy tales. And letters by the one and only Nate Picos or Blambot, another amazing frequent Stranger Things contributor. The Stranger Things summer special will arrive timed with the season 4 of Stranger Things. They're splitting it into 2, so it kind of falls in the middle of them. The cover art for these, we have a main cover and a variant cover. The main cover is by Diego Galindo. He's another frequent contributor to our Stranger Things comics. And variant is by Heather Vaughn, which is beautiful and kind of exciting that we're working with Heather. So this is going to be out in July at comic shops. You can pre-order it now from your favorite local comic shop. Always a good idea, especially for a special edition or one shot like these. The plot for these is kind of like a buddy cop comedy, basically. The other officers who you've seen in the show who work with Hopper, officers Powell and Callahan, are patrolling the mean streets of Hawkins, a very high danger place, Hawkins, Indiana. But something is getting strange again, and they're going to have to figure out what it is and actually do a little detective work. So it's another fun, humorous Stranger Things adventure. And all of our Stranger Things comics are done in a kind of like nostalgic 80s art style, trying to, evoke the same sense that you get from the Netflix series. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Stranger Things Summer Special. As I said, that's up for pre-order now, and there's more details at our website, darkhorse.com. We are going to just kind of keep speeding through things today because, as I said, this is just kind of a quick preview. We don't have a lot of new releases, no single issues this week. We do have a lot of books out. So if you are at your comic shop, there are things like Criminal Macabre, the new complete collection, a new Camilla Derrico art book. So some beautiful things that we'll cover a bit more when we're back in future streams. But for today, before we head out, a quick preview of our free comic book day items. It is, as I said, coming up Saturday, May 7th, comic shops worldwide. And again, freecomicbookday.com is the best place to find more details. Gary, do you want to tell people about our silver issue?
Jumping back to Avatar: The Last Airbender universe, and always fun to have more titles there. We've got the silver release, the all ages issue will be Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. So we've got the same double issue back to back, and so this will be our silver series for the all ages offering. So hopefully everybody that is really excited for it. I was happy to see folks in the chat will have friends picking up issues for them. Be available this week, Free Comic Book Day.
That one, as usual, features 2 different stories, not a crossover, just to be clear. You get an Avatar story and a Korra story. And then our gold issue, which is in this case actually young adult and up, not necessarily like adult. It is another Stranger Things comic. This one has a Stranger Things story and then a Resident Alien story. If you are not familiar with Resident Alien, it's being adapted currently by Sci-Fi as a live action series starring Alan Tudyk. It's hilarious. It's really well done. It is definitely, a bit different than the comics, but the comics have been going on for quite a long time. There's plenty of them to catch up on. And this is a new original story set in that universe as well. So the creators on this one, we have, again, kind of a returning team of Stranger Things folks for the Stranger Things story, Michael Moretti and Pius Bach, and cover art by Diego Galindo once again. We, on the Resident Alien side, the team of Peter Hogan and Steve Parkhouse return, of course. Their original comic series. So they are back once again to present this original story. So we have the silver issue and the gold issue. Check with your comic shop. Not everyone will have every single issue. But check in, call ahead if you'd like, or reserve. I know some people in the chat are talking about having already done that, which is very wise. It is, as I said, up to the comic shop to decide which ones they're going to have. So check in. Hopefully you're able to pick both up. If you do, send us pictures on social media. We love to see it, and we will probably share a lot of your photos from your comic shops. Again, if you would like more details about either of these issues, just visit darkhorse.com, search Free Comic Book Day on our website, or you can just go to freecomicbookday.com as well. One of our partners is Things from Another World. They are having some special events. Lots of comic book shops also will be having signings and other special events. One of the location of Things from Another World in California actually is going to be having a special signing with Corinna Becco, who, by the way, has Star Wars ties as well. She used to write some of our Star Wars comics back in the day. And now she's back to write the other Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar. We have another new comic series coming up for that. So she'll be doing a signing event at TIFA in Hollywood. And you might have seen the Umbrella Academy Netflix series shared a little teaser. They've got something special in the works for you that will also be at some select comic shops on Free Comic Book Day. It is not a comic. I'm just going to be clear about that, but it is a special treat, and you will see some more little teasers coming out this week. So stay tuned to social media. But that is from Netflix partnering with us at Dark Horse, and of course, Gabriel Ba and Gerard Way. So look for something cool at comic shops, either on Free Comic Book Day or following at all comic shops. Shipping being what it is right now, it couldn't get to all comic shops in time for Free Comic Book Day, but fear not, it will be available, not just, again, domestically, but also internationally at comic shops afterwards. So more details to come on that, but there's your little teaser for you. And that, as I said, we're trying to keep this one kind of short and sweet today. So happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you, Gary. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Great for a quick shot for everybody. One more shot of our Star Wars Visions Deluxe set. Definitely keep an eye out for that and get your pre-orders ready, because that looks really impressive, especially if you've gotten a chance to enjoy the show.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm very excited to have new Star Wars content and to be able to share it all with you. So look for more in the future. Happy Star Wars Day to all, and happy Free Comic Book Day coming up this Saturday. And we'll see you back in future weeks. We'll be back on Wednesdays, and some other streams coming up as we can. We'll announce everything as usual via our website, social media, and other channels. So thank you for tuning in with us today, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks again, everybody.